trying to make music, that's like your entire instrument just disappeared.
And his first reactions, the troubleshooting, they sound pretty desperate. When someone hits that kind of wall, what are the normal things you'd try, and why wouldn't they work here?
Oh yeah, he did what anyone would do. Repeated installs, uninstalling completely first. That hardware reset you mentioned, those are the standard go-to moves for a lot of software glitches, right? But the thing is, this wasn't a typical broken installation. It wasn't about corrupted program files in the usual sense. It was a data access problem.
Yeah.
Caused by this hidden process. So his logical steps, they just couldn't fix what was happening underneath.
Yes.
Which brings us to the surprise culprit.
OneDrive. Right. So this everyday cloud service, how was it actually messing things up?
Exactly. So Benjamin eventually figured out that OneDrive had been, in his words, silently syncing image line folders into the cloud. But FL Studio, it absolutely has to have local access to its core files and user data to work properly. It's not designed for that stuff to be cloud-based. Benjamin put it really well, actually. He said the cloud syncing corrupts its soul. Basically, it breaks the link between the program and the files it needs. He even found these weird ghost files on his system, like remnants of this tug of war between local storage and the cloud.
Wow. And then he reached out to ImageLine support, and they gave him a really important clue, didn't they?
They did. They told him, we're seeing this from a lot of US-based users.
Ah, okay. So not just him.
Exactly. That immediately flags it as something potentially bigger. Not just a one-off glitch on his machine, but maybe a wider regional pattern.
Does that kind of geographic pattern often point to something more systemic, like server issues or software conflicts common in one area?
Yeah, absolutely. When support teams see issues clustering geographically, it often suggests things like server-side hiccups, maybe network routing issues, or these kind of unexpected clashes with software or settings common in that region. So ImageLine's first suggestions were actually aimed at connectivity and cache issues. They asked him, can you please clear the cache of FL Cloud?
That's their own integrated cloud thing for sounds, right?
Right, and they gave specific steps. Open options, then file settings, scroll down to troubleshooting, and hit reset FL Cloud cache. Pretty straightforward. They also suggested testing with a different internet provider, an ISP, or trying a VPN in tunnel mode. Apparently that had helped some users outside the US get things working properly.
Okay, so he tried those initial fixes, but he still felt like it wasn't the whole story. How did he finally nail it down to OneDrive being the root cause?
Well, this is where his persistence really paid off. Even after trying the recommended steps, his gut told him something more fundamental was wrong. He probably kept digging, looking closely at his file locations, watching system processes, maybe noticing when things went wrong, and by combining that observation with a clue from support about US users and the nature of the problem missing files, he connected the dots. OneDrive was the constant factor interfering